If you pull up that time and date and make that split screen again,
Yeah.
and I'll kind of walk you through this. And we're going to go to September 28th, which is opening day of Ohio.
Okay. Let me go to different. There's September 28th.
Okay, scroll up to the 19th or 18th. Okay. It was the 17th. So you're coming off of a full moon on the 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Your peak underfoot time is 1:05 p.m. Okay. And then your moon is rising at 7:28 p.m. Now come down to the 28th. Mind you, you're on a waning crescent at this point. So you're going from a full moon to your new moon. So you're on a waning crescent. Look at the 28th. Look at your peak overhead time. It's 10:21 a.m. But look at that. What he would talk about with a minor feed time of 5:03 p.m. So your moon is going underfoot at 5:43 p.m. In my opinion, that is just an absolute slam dunk for everybody hunting Ohio, because it's just the perfect storm. You're coming off of a full moon, you're over the quarter, you're going into the new moon, and I believe the new moon is like October 3rd or 4th or something. I mean, that's just an absolute recipe for shit to die.
So can you explain why coming off of a new moon is so significant?
I mean, coming off of a full moon?
Yeah, sorry.
It goes back to, I mean, and this again, you're going to find a different of opinion. Sure. I could give two shits less about a full moon in early season. I could give two, I would rather not see it. But anytime you couple that first new moon in October with correlating dates being the opening week when deer are unpressured, haven't been messed with a whole lot, it's just, I mean, you're looking for a recipe for disaster for a deer.
So are you shooting them in the morning, or are you going to shoot them in the evening?
Evening. Okay. I don't hunt mornings until, if I have to. I mean, I haven't hunted a morning for a long time.
Gotcha. I was just wondering, because you started off with saying that the first major was like early in the morning. I was just wondering, like, if that's what you were keying on or what you were doing.
Yeah. So I have a pinch right now that I'm getting two particular deer in that I don't have on camera yet, because I can't say I have them on camera because that goes against my narrative.
Yeah.
But
they're there.
Yeah, this pinch, I've had these two deer on it, and every time I get them going through it, it's at like 9 a.m. in the morning when they're going back to bed.
Yeah.
And if I was going to hunt a morning in this particular pinch that's got a bunch of oaks in it, that would be a spectacular.
Yeah, see, that sounds up my alley.
Yeah, but I will say this: I do not like hunting mornings in early season, because if you're walking in and you're pushing in and you're bumping deer, it's not going to bode well for any evenings coming after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
And typically, if I'm going in for a deer, I believe I have a 75% chance of killing it.
Right.
And I won't hunt a deer until I believe I have a 75% chance of killing it. So I'm not going to waste it on a morning when I'm probably going to kill it in the evening.
Right.
And that's because you're more on private land. You're trying to make sure that you don't actually bump them off of the area that's huntable for you.
Correct. That's exactly right. And I understand it's a completely different game on public. I get it, because it goes by it's the same adage when you say, if I don't go in there, someone else will. You know what I mean? So I mean, but there again, a lot of the private that I'm hunting, I'm sharing it with people.
Oh yeah.
And that particular pinch that I'm talking about, through the course of the year, there's 15 or 20 different people that hunt that property.
Yeah.
And there's probably going to be people that do that, and it's like that everywhere. It's opening day, got to go deer hunting. You know what I mean?
And that's what I've talked about it on this podcast before. I don't hunt a lot here early because everyone hunts here early.
Mm-hmm.
I let them push them to me because I hunt 20 or 30 acre tracts here, and they push them onto me, and I've got, by the time the first cold front hits, I can take my pick usually.
Right. I mean, it's more so about phase opening weekend for me than it is overhead underfoot times. But in my opinion, it's the perfect storm. The moon's starting to go underfoot at 5:43 p.m.
Right. And that's
So slide over to that, Sklenner, and go to
Mhm.
what the peak underfoot time is.
And it probably gets dark what time then? Like 7:30?
7, yeah,
Mhm.
7:30,
It's gonna
7:40.
be pretty. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
you
pretty late.
got. I mean, you got him.
But-
That's.
But yeah, so he's already kind of, and I'll put some thought behind the theory here. It seems like he's already getting ready to get up, and this is just kind of coaxing him to get up a little bit earlier than he normally would.
Yeah.
And so because he's already 50-60% towards making that decision, and he's already like, all right, I haven't eaten a whole lot. Like, I want to see what's going on. I want to go hit that major food source. This might be the thing that just on this day gives him the tendency to get up a little bit sooner.
I went through and I screenshot the time and date from the time and date app of when the last 3 or 4 bucks that I've killed. So if you go to 2023, I killed my buck on October 10th. It was on a waxing crescent. Okay. I'm sorry, a waning crescent. Sorry. It was on a waning crescent.
So going away from the full moon again.
Correct. Going
Right,
away
yeah.
from the full moon, and it was a couple of days before the new moon.
Right. Gotcha.
Okay.
So do you know what time of day you killed him?
2023, it was like 6. No, I don't. It was between 6 and 7.
Not right there where it starts
PM or
getting
AM?
good.
I'll go check my missed calls or,
Was it
or my
PM
calls.
or AM?
Right.
Yeah.
It was PM. Yeah. October
PM.
10th.
So you're just after set's about 5:30 on that day.
Correct.
About right there where it's supposed to be.
So,
Right.
so that aligns with what you were talking about this year on the 28th, right? That looks
Correct.
like the same setup.
It's exactly right. I mean, it is
Almost
to a,
identical.
it's to a T. Okay, so
Mhm.
now go to October of 22.
And for the listeners, we're using that time and date app, and we are going back through the years. So this
Mhm.
app is really nice because you can backdate and forward date things.
Yeah, it's
Right.
it's to the minute.
So
They may have an app on the phone too, but we're looking at an online resource right now.
right. So October of 22, I truly did not have a deer to hunt. The deer showed up on the 25th of October. What do you know?
Moon.
Full new moon. Killed him on the 28th,
Okay.
and I killed him on the 28th.
Do you know what time you may have killed him? Holy frickin' major!
Yeah, and I killed him at 6:30 or 7 p.m. This is a roundabout. Okay.
So I do want to point out really quick too.
No,
Is like
no, it wasn't. I mean, it might not have been 6:30 or 7. Whatever time it was half hour, 45 minutes before dark. Whatever the time was.
okay, yeah, but it was probably 7:30, 7:20-ish. I guess it depends because that's around here what time it would be. But
Yeah.
I'm at the beginning of my time zone. You're at
Right.
probably
Yeah,
a
it'd be a
little bit
little
into it.